And this what we do.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I told y'all.
Shout out to Bud B.
Pay attention.
It says the Japanese believe a little bit longer.
This is me.
We're the last light of the world. You have to know that.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Ives YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV show review. This time we back with The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. We are doing episode 2, episode 3, and episode 4 review, man. Yes, man. I talked about episode 1 and just the emotional impact of Rick actually coming back, and the fact that that episode was mainly focused on him and him trying to escape to get back to Michonne and his family and just the group overall. And just seeing the overall outcome of him desperately trying numerous times over years and not being successful and just finally giving in to the CRM. All for that to happen, for their helicopter to be attacked as far as him and your man who got took out, who I thought we was about to get like this big arc with him and Rick, and then Michonne coming into the picture, not even knowing that Michonne and Rick was going to get the reunion this early, which I'm glad they did that, instead of having them trying to escape numerous times throughout the episodes and this and the third. But we are back with episode 2, and this time we're basically getting Michonne's side point of view as far as the events leading up into her and the reunion between her and Rick. But man, this was such a great moment, and it was a return to the original Walking Dead, especially that first season where we just get introduced to people. And that first season was only 6 episodes, but it was the attachment that we got to those people within the short amount of time that we had with these characters. And I feel like The Walking Dead has got back to that, because we had plenty of characters in the original Walking Dead that we got introduced to that we didn't just get 2 shits about. We was like, okay, let's get this moving. The fact that we're getting characters that we're getting introduced to, just like we got with Rick, and I think his name Okafor, the black dude that pretty much was recruiting Rick and the old girl because he was trying to do something different with the CRM, and come to find out, dude got killed in the first episode. Similar to what we getting with this episode 2, which a bunch of side characters that we get introduced to, pretty much helping Michonne out trying to get back to Rick. Shout out to your boy King Batch, man. He's a guy who did Vines, who came from Vine, who's been out here doing his thing in the Hollywood fields. But yeah, man, just getting these little side characters that we get introduced to, just in the spare time. This is only 1 episode, and this is what, 50 minutes, 46. I think it was a little bit longer than that, I think, but still, just 1 episode. And we getting all these great moments, this great dialogue. That's another thing The Walking Dead is able to do better outside of the original show, which I say got better. When the Whispers came into the original Walking Dead, it did get a little bit better. It did. But once again, it was missing Rick. Outside of that, like I said, as far as this episode 2, man, it's the dialogue and it's the interactions between Michonne and this group of people who are just trying to move across the land to somewhat help Michonne get to where she's going, but also kind of keep her safe haven, give her a place to have, and somewhat some interactions with some people since she done left, the group. And she been gone. She wasn't even a part of the Commonwealth shit. She been gone for a minute herself. But I knew that these people were going to die. Let's just be clear. I knew these people was going to die, because once again, we only in 6 episodes. We already know once Michonne came to Rick, she wasn't with nobody. I didn't see her with nobody. So I knew this was going to end up leading to the CRM more than likely attacking them, and that being Michonne's kind of aggressiveness going at them. I was curious to see how did she take them out, because them, who the fuck what rockets was she shooting at the helicopter, whatever, what kind of weaponry did she have? And they do actually show the people that helped her get that. Shout out to this oh man, I can't forget all the characters' name, but this one guy in particular, he a short guy, whatever, anyway, none of that matters. It's the point of how big this character is and what he brings, man, and the fact that he took out, man, damn, because I was almost thinking like, okay, we're gonna have one of the characters that actually get to come along with us on this journey or whatever, but no. But everything leading up into that, as far as the events that happened with Michonne, and it's some fucking heartbreaking moments, man, where, like I said, she get these interaction with these people, she get to know them, they are having these moments, and you already know what it's leading to, and the fact that she ended up having to take them out, because, you know, when shit goes down, some of the people get turned into zombies, and she got to do what she got to do. So it is some gut-wrenching moments in this episode, too, but it was really good, man. But we all know what we was leading to, and just that interaction and that lead up into her and Rick coming in together. But I said this in the previous episode, these are going to be two different people coming into each other now. Rick, everything he done been through in his past 5 years trying to escape the CRM, and everything he know about them now, he a shell of himself. He not really himself. And now Michonne, she is a little different too, being who she is, but Michonne is still Michonne. But she ain't been through what Rick been through. So immediately after they kind of had an interaction, he telling her like, yo, I need you to act like you don't know me, this and the third, because they're coming. And she just sitting there looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like, let's get out of here, like we can get back to the people. Like, no. And he trying to basically tell her like, they are coming, they on their way right now. And little do you know, a helicopter pulls up. So pretty much going into, I would say, after episode 2, going into episode 3, we finally get the reunion. We finally get to see the interactions between Rick and Michonne, but not so much a reunion, because she is coming in somewhat. She got that introduction like they was kind of doing with the Commonwealth. But watching Rick and Michonne, and once again seeing her try to pretty much, because like I said, this Commonwealth thing, they got to do this little introduction. She pretty much introducing herself, her name and stuff, where she coming from, what she been doing somewhat to survive or whatever. And it's pretty much an I ain't gonna say it's an investigation, it's pretty much an interrogation somewhat as far as what the CRM is looking at. But y'all remember how Carol did when she kind of, who was it that they came across? Was it Negan? No, it was Terminus, I think, where she was acting like she didn't know how to hold a gun. No, it wasn't Terminus. I forgot who it was, but it was a group they came across, and Carol was acting naive. She, I think it was Alexander. That's what it was. It was Alexander. When Carol got there, she was acting like she didn't know shit. She was acting like she didn't know how to shoot a gun. She didn't know how to kill zombies. She was acting like she was a civilian as far as to the circumstances, like she couldn't handle herself. Michonne ain't like that. She coming in trying to act all naive, like she don't know too much about nothing, like she basically been out here surviving with the help of others. That's kind of been helping her to keep moving and getting along. But once they see the shit she doing as far as the way she kills zombies, mannerisms, it's just a moving. Her look like Michonne gives off the presence of, no, nigga, you ain't here like you need help. You don't look like you been in some type of distress. You pretty much look like you can handle yourself, like you can take care of yourself, because you know CRM got the whole A and B thing, and Michonne is a damn A. She ain't no B, she's an A. So watching her try, because she really don't try though. Watching her, I guess you could say, try to play undercover and try to seem like her and Rick don't know each other. Nah, it's hard to do that, man. But it's more so of her kind of trying to look at Rick like, yo, when are we going to escape? Like, what is the plan? Because that's kind of what is going on with her. She's like, what is going to be the plan for us to get up out of here? Rick, he's kind of indulging it, man. This is the lifestyle he's kind of adapted to because of the circumstances. But it's not just that. It's the fact that him knowing that if they escape, they're going to come after them. He knows that. He knows they're going to find them. And one of the main reasons he knows that is Jadis. Yes, we finally get the reunion between Rick and Jadis, and just seeing them two interact since we last see them with her taking him off in the helicopter. Not knowing this whole time, she is known about this whole CRM operation and everything, even since the junkyard and all of that. She's been a part of this. So watching them go into that, and even them going back into the backstory as far as when she first took Rick, and them kind of going into all of that, it was good, man. The interaction between Jade and Rick is definitely the highlight of this episode as far as episode 3. It's a good moments between her and Rick, but it's more so the conversations between Jadis and Rick, and more so of her like, I didn't feel like you could escape on your own, Rick, but Jadis kind of tell him like, you and Michonne together, y'all can do anything. Like, even with this big ass army and everything we got, high level security and all this shit, y'all two can do a lot. y'all can achieve all type of possibilities. So those interactions, and like I said, the dialogue was definitely on point with that. But more so just watching the way Rick is just like, he's trying to push Michonne out. He's like, yo, you need to go. You need to be the one to leave. And Michonne is like, nigga, I've been looking for you for almost 5 years. You know how long I've been looking for you, everything I've been through to get to you. At the same time, with Rick, you know everything I done went through to try to escape, to get back to y'all, to get back to you. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, you just, with Rick, his whole thing is you do not know the extent of power that these people have. And he needs her to understand it, but Michonne don't. And she like, nah, no matter what, we done went up against, we done fought everything. And it's the whole thing with her not even fully explaining to Rick that not only he got a son, but the people who have died, the stuff that they've had to go through since he's been gone, but at the same time, the shit Rick has had to go through. So this was a good one, man. But it's more so Michonne being so resilient and saying, I'm not going anywhere. You are not going to get rid of me after everything we've been through and everything I've been through to get back to you. And me hearing everything you've had to go through. The man gonna cut his hand off. So going into episode 4 and knowing that Michonne once again being resilient as she is, and them pretty much ended up jumping off a helicopter at the end of episode 2. I mean at the end of episode 3. Episode 4 is definitely a more contained one as far as just Michonne and Rick. And man, the interactions between these two in episode 4. Because it's more so just Michonne trying to get Rick back to being Rick. And she's trying to get Rick to be like, yo, lead the CMR shit. Don't worry about them. Let's get back to our family. Let's get back to our children. Yes, she finally reveals to Rick that he has a son. But even in that, Rick, I'm telling you, Rick is just been, the dude has been in captivity somewhere, bro. The shit he's seen and everything, like I said, he knows. Even when she tells me he has a son, I think it puts him more in the distress moment of saying, I'm definitely not going back now, and leading the CMR back to y'all. Once again, he knows Jadis, and Jadis knows where they at. Jadis knows shit. She been around them. She knows their movements and everything as far as the main group. But Michonne is just not trying to hear this shit, and she's just looking at him basically saying, you was a bitch. Like, you are acting like a real bitch right now. What is wrong with you? Biggest issues I probably had with the last, I would say, 2 episodes. As far as episode 3 and 4, it is Rick. I hate these moments of Rick. Not really hate him, but because I feel like this is probably the first time we've seen him kind of be this, like, dismantled outside of the Negan moment, where Negan did break him. He's just completely, but this, like with him and the CRM, it does feel like he's just completely out of here. He is completely like gone. But more so you understand it, because like I said, look at what these people have and what they're capable of and their resources. It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's like a death sentence to take them or lead them back to y'all, and then them becoming prisoners, already getting out of a situation with the Commonwealth. And he don't even know about all of that. But she do kind of start explaining things they've been through, shit that's done happened since he's been gone. And it is even a good little Carl moment in here, man. A call back to Carl, man, to pull on your heartstrings, man. But this is definitely an episode not even trying. I say it does. I feel like does get Rick back. Somewhat, we got to see. We got to wait till episode 5. But putting that fire back into him, man. Because like Jay said, y'all two are possible at anything. So episode 4 is definitely some great moments as far as dialogue, some back and forth between Michonne and Rick. And like I said, her just trying to get him and pull him back in to the fight. Because it's basically like no matter what she does, no matter what she says, Rick is like, man, look, no, you need to either go, and I'm not doing the CRM, it's just too powerful. And it's the whole thing, like, why are you so scared of these niggas? Like, the governor, Negan, the Wisp, well, they didn't go against the Whispers, but, I mean, Alexander, the Wolf people, all of that shit, it's just like so much they have been through, Terminus, and all of that. Still, none of that compares to what they are up against right now as far as the CRM. It's just not, and you can see where Rick is coming from. At the same time, I do want Rick back. Like, the fact that we've been away from this guy for 5 years, it's like, come on, man, we need that energy back now. It's time. It's like, we 4 episodes in, we only got 6 episodes, it's time. But I will say it's going to be crazy to see how they're going to try to wrap this up, going it's only 2 episodes left. And everything that's going on, how are they going to wrap this up with only 2 episodes left? That's what I want to try to see them do. But anyway, so far so good, man. I'm liking what we getting. I would say this episode, it would probably be my least favorite, but it's not because of just the containment of just Rick and Michonne. It's more so of just, once again, Rick and going through this whole I don't know what I'm gonna do. It reminded me of the shit when Lori died. Y'all know he got into that kind of like crazy mode and shit, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't, but that is kind of reminding me of that. I honestly didn't even mind when he was in a position he was in with Negan, and that's probably my least favorite as far as the whole, not the whole Negan saga, but more so when it first started and it got into that kind of action. It just did a little too much for me, but it did get better. It did. Outside of that, y'all let me know how y'all feeling as far as these last couple episodes of The Ones Who Live, and the newest episode as far as episode 4, as far as The Walking Dead. What do y'all think we gonna get with episodes 5 and 6? And I want to see more of my boy John Locke from The Lost. Like, where is he at? Ain't he supposed to be our main villain now, outside of Jadis? And you know, my boy Okafor, he gone. So what's up with John Locke? I'm hoping we gonna get more from him too in these last 2 episodes, man. And we ain't really got nothing from him outside a couple lines here and there, as I think the first 2 episodes. But y'all let me know how y'all feeling about the recent episodes of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and do y'all think this is a return for them back to what we used to love about The Walking Dead, even what we got with the other spinoffs? Let me know, man. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.